toDIYfor, and a trend that I've been seeing a lot of is body chains. So they look great over bathing suits and great for the beach as long as you're not going swimming, but you can also wear them over clothes, and definitely a hot item to have if you're headed to a festival this year. So what you're going to need is some chain, but I actually ended up finding this awesome necklace because it just has so many lengths of chain in it for $3 at the dollar store. You'll also need some jump rings and then your jewelry tools, which are just some different pliers. So I started off, because I'm working with a necklace here, separating the gold and silver chains, and seriously, this was a $3 necklace and I was able to make 2 body chains out of it. So I'm doing one in gold and one in silver. So once I broke those apart, I had 4 lengths with the gold, including that beaded part there, and what I really needed to do is just kind of take everything apart, separate the chain from the beads so that I could take away the pieces that I wanted to use. So I also used all of those jump rings included there as well. I did end up having to link some of the chain back together to make the lengths long enough, which was a little bit tricky, but definitely doable. Or you can always just go out and get a bunch of different lengths of chain. So basically what I ended up with is this beaded part in the center here in the back. Those 2 long lengths are 78 centimeters and the 2 shorter lengths are 49 centimeters. I will leave all of the lengths listed below. And basically what I did is I added them with a jump ring to the top and the bottom. Just make sure that you are adding the pieces that are the same length to the same side, if that makes sense. So that's actually going to be the back piece, and those 4 chains now have the opposite ends that need to be attached to our front piece. I just used a single bead here, and again using a jump ring to connect those to that single bead. And again, just make sure you're attaching the 2 longer lengths at the same end and the 2 shorter lengths at the same end. So you can be done there if you want. I did add an extra embellishment because I had some extra gold chain lying around. You don't have to do this piece, but basically I just stretched it across there and had a triangle embellishment at the top of my body chain. So for my silver one, once I broke down all of the chain, I ended up with 62 centimeters for the long one, 42 for the medium one, and 15 centimeters for the shorter ones. Also, my tools here again I'm using, and a couple of silver jump rings. So you're going to start by opening up one jump ring, and you're going to add the 2 long lengths and then the 2 medium lengths together. Close that jump ring up, and then those 4 opposite ends are again going to be joined by a single jump ring. Just make sure you have the 2 long ones and then the 2 medium length ones side by side. So you can stop there and it'll be a simple X in the front and in the back, but I added an extra embellishment. So with that front jump ring there, I added a second jump ring, and then the 2 shortest pieces of chain I added. And as you can see, I've already attached this one to the medium length chain. So that just actually rests underneath your boob. It's just like an extra embellishment there. I actually did that while I was wearing it, just so I could get the placement proper and how I wanted it to sit. So I'll show you how I attach the second short ring there. I found it was easiest to open up a jump ring instead of attaching the chain directly to the chain. So I just opened that up, I attached the shortest chain there and just kind of tried to match it up with how I did the other one. And again, I'm attaching this to the medium length chain just because that's the piece that rests right under. Simple or as intricate as you want by adding more beads, more chain, or more charms. I'd really love to see what yours looks like and how you style it, so feel free to send me some photos on Instagram and on Twitter. You can follow me at Janelle Steeper and then use the hashtag toDIYfor if you tag me in any of those photos. I actually took mine along with me on vacation, which yes, I'm on vacation right now with my family at the cottage, having a fantastic time, I am sure. You can actually take a look at my last year's vacation video studio here just to see what we get up to. It's a lot of fun. I will be making another video for this year as well that you can look forward to down the road. And I'll be doing a cottage DIY while I am there. So next week I will have a cottage themed DIY for you. Be sure to subscribe and I will talk to you then. Cheers. Okay. Why can't I get this?